In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 18, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Michigan versus Vanderbilt. The Michigan Wolverines collide with the Vanderbilt Commodores in the second round of the National Invitation Tournament on Saturday afternoon. The Wolverines defeated Toledo in the opening round of the National Invitation Tournament. The Commodores beat Yale in their first National Invitation Tournament bout. Michigan completed the regular season at 17-14 overall. The Wolverines had a 3-game win streak in late February, but finished with consecutive losses to Illinois and Indiana. Michigan would then fall 62-50 to Rutgers in the first game of the Big Ten tournament. In their first National Invitation Tournament matchup versus Toledo on Tuesday, the Wolverines took a 42-40 deficit into the break. Michigan woke up on a 50-38 run from there and got the victory 90-80. Cole Bufkin was the leading scorer on 23 points and 8 rebounds. Over on the Vanderbilt side, their regular season campaign ended up at 18-13 overall. The Commodores started out the Southeastern Conference tournament well with wins 77-68 over LSU and 80-73 versus Kentucky, but then lost to Texas Agricultural and Mechanical 87-75 last weekend. Back on Tuesday in their National Invitation Tournament game against Yale, Vanderbilt rolled to a 37-23 halftime lead. The Commodores were outscored 39-34 the rest of the way in a 71-62 victory. Tyron Lawrence posted 25 points with 7 rebounds in 36 minutes of work to top the team. The Commodores didn't have a ton of trouble versus Yale on Tuesday, shooting 42.3% from the field with 41 rebounds. That makes a 6-1 run in the last 7 outings for Vanderbilt. They've scored 68 or more points in all 7 of those games as well. As for Michigan, they started slowly against a pesky Toledo team, but ended up shooting 58.2% with a 39-29 rebounding edge. This matchup will mark a big step up in talent, however, and it'll take some great play from Michigan to keep the Commodores reined in. It should be a competitive matchup, but ultimately I like Vanderbilt to take care of things. So the Vanderbilt Commodores to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Wolverines are producing, sinking 73 or more points in 4 of their last 5 bouts, including 87 against Wisconsin and another 87 points against Illinois. Michigan is hot from deep, connecting on 41% of their threes in their last 3 clashes. In addition, Vanderbilt is definitely a capable offensive squad. They are averaging a stellar 115 points per 100 possessions, ranking 22nd in adjusted offensive efficiency, and have averaged 76 points in their 4 games, including 80 against Kentucky. The over is 4-1 in the Wolverines' last 5 games. I expect plenty of points. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Furman versus San Diego State. The second round of the NCAA tournament continues in the South region when the 13-seed Furman Paladins take on the 5-seed San Diego State Aztecs. Furman upset the 4-seed Virginia with a thrilling finish to win 68-67, winning outright as 5.5-point dogs. San Diego State defeated the 12-seed Charleston 63-57, just covering the 5.5-point spread. These teams did not meet in the regular season. The winner advances to the Sweet 16 to play the winner of Alabama-Maryland. The Furman Paladins are averaging 82 points on 48.6% shooting and allowing 71 points on 44.8% shooting. Mike Bothwell is averaging 18 points and 3 assists, while Jalen Slauson is averaging 16 points and 7.1 rebounds. J.P. Peggs is the third double-digit scorer, and Marcus Foster is dishing 1.1 assists. The Furman Paladins are shooting 35.1% from beyond the arc and 74.5% from the free throw line. line. The Furman Paladins are allowing 34.4% shooting from deep and are grabbing 33.2 rebounds per game. The San Diego State Aztecs are averaging 73 points on 45.2% shooting and allowing 64 points on 42.1% shooting. Matt Bradley is averaging 13 points and 3.8 rebounds, while Darian Trammell is averaging 9.5 points and 2.2 rebounds. Lamont Butler is grabbing 2.6 rebounds and Yedon Ladie is dishing 1 assist. The San Diego State Aztecs are shooting 36.3% from beyond the arc and 73.1% from the free throw line. The San Diego State Aztecs are allowing 29.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 32.4 rebounds per game. The Paladins are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 Saturday games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Aztecs are 5-0-1 against the spread in their last 6 Saturday games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The over is 4-1 in Paladins' last 5 overall. The under is 13-3 in Aztecs' last 16 overall. Furman must face a San Diego State team that has an elite defense and does not have a top-level scorer. This is the same exact type of team they just beat in Virginia. San Diego State and Virginia are both excellent on the defensive end, play slow, and do not have any scorers above 13.5 points per game. Furman getting points is a great position here. Furman is 9th in the country in scoring. They may not get the 82 points they average against San Diego State, but they only needed 68 to defeat Virginia. Meanwhile, San Diego State played a team in Charleston that is nothing like Furman. Charleston spreads the ball out evenly and has 5 guys averaging between 10 to 12 points per game. Furman is much different. Bothwell is a big-time scorer, and Slauson can score and impact the game in multiple ways. Teagues can knock down threes and handle the ball without turning it over. Let's ride the momentum the Paladins have here. So the Furman Paladins to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Virginia was able to hold Furman 13 points under their season total, and San Diego State may be able to do the same. The Aztecs have gone under the total in 9 consecutive games leading up to this matchup. Furman was not dropping 80 a night on teams like this. San Diego State likes to play slow on offense. Their tempo is ranked 253rd in the nation. Furman plays faster, but they are still only 121st in tempo. Even though I like Furman to play well in this game, I still expect a relatively low-scoring matchup as these two battle for a spot in the Sweet 16. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati versus Hofstra. The first round of the National Invitation Tournament went well for both the Cincinnati Bearcats and Hofstra Pride as both came away with victories to advance. The win by Cincinnati was expected with the Bearcats closing as 5.5-point chalk. But Hofstra's win came in overtime over number 1 seed Rutgers as 5.5-point underdogs. The Pride now get to parlay that into a home game for the second round thanks to court renovations going on at Cincinnati, making this quite the unique handicapping scenario for bettors to wrap their heads around. The Cincinnati Bearcats are averaging 78 points on 45.5% shooting and allowing 70 points on 42.8% shooting. Landers Noli II is averaging 17 points and 2.6 assists, while David DeJulius is averaging 15 points and 2.2 rebounds. Victor Lakin is the third double-digit scorer and Jeremiah Davenport is grabbing 4.1 rebounds. The Cincinnati Bearcats are shooting 36% from beyond the arc and 70.2% from the free throw line. The Cincinnati Bearcats are allowing 33.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 33.8 rebounds per game. The Hofstra Pride are averaging 74 points on 48% shooting and allowing 66 points on 40.2% shooting. Aaron Estrada is averaging 20.3 points and 4.1 assists, while Tyler Thomas is averaging 16.5 points and 3.7 rebounds. Darlin Stone Dubar is the third double-digit scorer and Warren Williams is grabbing 4.9 rebounds. The Hofstra Pride are shooting 36.1% from beyond the arc and 73.6% from the free throw line. The Hofstra Pride are allowing 30.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 31.1 rebounds per game. After getting by Rutgers, there is no reason that the Pride can't go make a run at winning this entire National Invitation Tournament, and as they showed against one of the best defenses in the country, the Pride can really shoot the ball when things get rolling. At the same time, Cincinnati's forfeiture of home court means they can't use their 14-4 against the spread record at home this year, and instead are now playing a true road game where they were just 5-5 against the spread. But more importantly, had an average margin of victory in those games of -1 point. A spread like this also brings Cincinnati's 4-6 straight-up road record into play, as this looks like the spot where the Bearcats' season ends. The Cincinnati Bearcats are the more talented team and should be favored, but we cannot sleep on Hofstra. The Pride went into Rutgers and beat a team that believed should have been in the big dance. Hofstra also has wins over Princeton and Charleston and is one of the more balanced teams in the country, led by a top-level defense. At home, Hofstra should have a packed house with a respectable program coming to town. There is just too much good lined up for Hofstra in this spot not to back them, even with the adjusted offensive and defensive efficiency numbers favoring the Bearcats. Win or lose, this is one more surprise opportunity for Hofstra to feed off the energy of their home crowd, and they've been so good in this building that it's a pretty easy play to make. So the Hofstra Pride to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Bearcats are averaging 77 points per game and 71 points per game on the road. They play at a slow pace, averaging 69.5 possessions per game, and they're facing a team that is giving up 62 points per game at home, so expect them to be held under their average in this game. The Pride are averaging 74.5 points per game and 78 points per game at home. They play at a faster pace, averaging 71.7 possessions per game, and they're facing a team that is giving up 72 points per game on the road, so don't expect them to score enough points to push the score over the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.